Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. So I was sitting here working on some Pinterest pins for an article that I have that's ranking on page 1 of Google. And I thought, you know what? Let me show them how easily I make a multitude of Pinterest pins without overthinking the process, without trying to figure out, oh my God, what am I going to pin about? What is this pin going to look like? Where do I get all the graphics, the whole 9 yards? So I just figured, you know what? While I'm actually working on some, let me actually give you guys a little quick behind the scenes of what I do to create my Pinterest pins. And I promise you, you can get a ton of them done quickly and easy, quick and easy. Do not overthink the process. So before we jump right in, you guys already know the routine. Please hit and subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. The goal is over the next 30 days is for me to upload videos giving you guys a behind the scenes peek of all the different stuff that goes into blogging, creating e-commerce, creating passive income, all of that wonderful good stuff, and any affiliate links or any extra stuff that you guys need to have access to, I will definitely leave it in the links in the description below. So make sure you take a look at all of the stuff that's down there. But let's get started. So real quick, I am in Canva, and I'll leave the link for Canva as well. I've only ever had Canva Pro, so I can't tell you what the difference is between Canva Pro and the free version, other than to tell you there are some features and some images and stuff. I know the images that have the little crown on them are pro images, so you can't use them unless you pay for the pro version. But there's tons of videos out there on Canva, so this is not a video to show you how to do things, how to navigate and work Canva. This is to show you how to create pins quickly and easily, as they say. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So the pins that you're looking at right now, which are now I'm turning them into 21 of the best cool gray colors, Sherwin-Williams, and that's the article that I have ranking. But I want to show you real quick that they started out as being pins that were for another article that I have ranking on Google that is for healthy habits for Black women. And I created these pins a while ago, needed to do some pins today because I'm trying to get my cool gray paint pen article to go from the number 2 position to the number 1 position. So I am doing an aggressive pin campaign, but I want to show you these real quick. Everything that's in here was all created in Canva, nothing complicated. As you guys can see, it's images and text, images and text. And here's what I like to share with people. A pin is better than no pin at all. So don't overthink the process. You can take pins that are already pre-done. And as you guys can see, there's over here in the recently used, along if you were to click in the templates, you'll see tons of pins. So if you cannot think of anything at all and you're just not creative, just use a pin that has already been made and then tweak the pin, add your own images in, add your own text in, and voila, you have a pin. Keep in mind that Canva does all of this for you. So there are tons of pins already in here. So all I did was take some existing pins I had, go in here and do a file, make a copy, and boom, I made a copy of the pins, which then became these pins, which I'm in the process now of tweaking and modifying them so that I can use them for a completely different article. So one thing that I did do is I went in and I created all these different little boxes, and I did find a download off of Sherwin-Williams that gave me the hex codes for all of the various colors that are in. It gave me the hex codes for all of their paint colors so that I could actually make true colors. I could have just used some randomness and just used random colors and selected whatever was popping up. But I spent the time because I know that I'm going to make probably several hundred pins when it's all said and done using these various colors. So with the pen, I went in and simply, if you guys remember that this is what it originally looked like, which was this Healthy Habits for Black Women. And I turned it into 21 of the best Sherwin-Williams cool gray paint colors. So I put this together. But here's the thing. I'm going to take this little section here and I'm going to reuse it and probably create 10 or 15 pins out of this. I will use this that I created and create probably 10 or 15 pins out of it. So let's go down through it. So let's see if we can make them all. Let me see if we can make them all pop up in a grid. Yes, here we go. So here we got, the headline is, in black, very similar, still use the same pins and, flip them around. So they're, the opposite direction, put a picture in there. Again, changed out the text, made that black, used the same, just simply switched up the fonts. Then I took the same pins and what did I do here? I changed because Pinterest is sticky about they don't want you using the same pins over and over. So you can take a pen, change the text on it, change an image on it, and guess what? It's a brand new pen. So now I've taken that, and as you guys can see, I put the picture on the bottom. Over here, the picture is on the top. I flipped this around. I changed out the text. I took those same blocks and stretched them out and made them cover the entire area. Then I doubled up the pins, I doubled up the area, duplicated the image that I had created, and voila, out of, just this one little section of something I took the time to create, I am going to get 10 to 15 pins out of just this one image. Then we come over here and let's see if I can switch that back down. And again, they're just images. So I'm just going to go in here and pull in, a brand new image. So I've already done that pen. That pen is going to stay that way. Let's look at another one. Same thing, it doesn't have to be, your pen does not have to be, contrary to popular belief, your pen does not always have to be so over complicated. The other thing is that we're not just trying to get our pens. Here's where people think, oh, I got to get my pen to rank on Pinterest. I don't just want my pen to show up on Pinterest. Keep in mind, when I save these pins, I'm going to name them appropriately. So they will be some form of a keyword that is tied into the article that I am looking for. So I may call a pen, cool gray paints, Sherwin-Williams cool gray paints. There's 525 different keywords that I'm trying to rank for. Okay. So I'm going to name every single Pinterest pin a different name, and it becomes an image. So you guys know when you go to Pinterest, let's jump over to Pinterest real quick, and you're searching for cool gray paints, as you guys can see, this is what comes up. They have, very similar pens, but we are in fact different pens. Do not overthink the process. Do not overthink the process. I have no problem with looking at my competition and saying, okay, well, you know what? I actually, my pen is similar to that. It's not the same pen, but it's similar. at the end of the day, there's only so many different ways I can tell you to look at these 21 different paint colors. I'm trying to fit 21 different paint colors. I can do, you know, a pen that's similar to this that has different colors. As you guys see, you know, again, you're looking at pens that are from the same individual, and this pen and this pen are exactly the same. I'll go in and create a pen that looks similar to this. So definitely use Pinterest and use your competition as inspiration. I'll go in and create a pen that I definitely have some pens that are similar to this that say my favorite Sherwin-Williams paint colors, top cool paint tones. Again, everything that you're looking for has probably already been done. I went to Home Depot and Lowe's a few weeks ago and got a ton of these paint displays so that, you know, I'm gonna throw them all over the floor and take pictures of them, and we're going to keep it moving. And in the meantime, I'm simply going to get these pens done. Stop overthinking it and don't think that you got to come up with 10 million different versions. No, you can change out the text in one, change out an image in another one, and boom, bam, boom, you got brand new pens. So if we go back and look at these pens, you know, I will take, let's use this one real quick so I can actually show you real quick. It has an image in the background. Again, don't overthink it. Looks like gray paint to me. And so now we know that we're looking at, you know, 21 paint colors. And I don't have to say 21 paint colors every single time. I can say great, or I don't want to say great, cool gray paint. We are going to put that all on one line. Let's stretch. Oh, because I hit the enter button, that might help. Let's stretch this out just a little bit. See if we can't make it a little bit bigger. Cool gray paint. Let's duplicate it. I'm going to get out of this. Let's do, I'm not sure why my little thing is not doing what I want it to do. Boom. New pen created. Like I'm not about to sit here and overthink and go through a whole bunch of changes over some Pinterest pens. Not going to happen. So again, while you guys are so busy trying to perfect the perfect pen, I've created 100 pens, went into the app and uploaded them with, let's see, who do I use? Who do I use? Let me think about that for a second. I used the drew a blank for a second. I used the Tailwind app to upload all of my pens. So when I'm done with all of these pens, and I'll probably get about 21, you know, I'll just go ahead and do 21 tonight. And then I'll upload it into the Tailwind app, which I'll do a completely different video for Tailwind app. And then I'll end up with, you know, 200 pins that are scheduled for the next several weeks. So guess who does not have to go into Pinterest every single day trying to upload pins? No, I'm going to spend about 30 minutes getting these pins done. And I have already moved on to something else using this as another image. Let's check. We'll leave the pink. That's one of my brand colors. So we'll leave the pink there. Let's see if we can't find another picture that has some gray in it. And we can do cool gray. colors. Cool gray paint colors. "21 colors that will knock your socks off." We will make that just a little smaller. Boom. And there we have it, a whole nother pen. Let's keep moving on. Let's see if we have some actual paint. Nope. We'll change this to, let's change that to Sherwin Williams. Move that over. Let's make that. See how the line popped up to let me know that it's now centered? There you go. We'll make this neutral. Uh-oh. Am I not spelling it right? Neutral. Let's see. That is not right either. I just spelt it. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Too funny. Neutral. Let's see. Oh, Nana has disappeared. Neutral. Neutral. Gray. Neutral gray shades. What about if we say make it pop? Make it pop. There you go. We got a whole other pen going on. So again, I think you guys get the idea. We can change this into 21. You know, again, come up with a set of templates. Come up with, what I did was I created some templates, and I can literally use these same templates for every single pin on my website. For every single article, I can tweak every single pin to work with pretty much every single article that I have. I don't have to sit here and every day, you know, being here working from scratch, trying to create Pinterest pins. Use Canva. Canva has so much to offer. You can, when I say Canva has stepped up their game and everything you need to do, you can in fact do in Canva. Do not overthink this Canva process. Learn how to use Canva. Here we go. So again, I'm going to turn this into, into paint. What did my competition say? Best paint colors. My favorite, Sherwin-Williams paint. So 21 of my favorite Sherwin-Williams paint colors. How easy was that? Read more. I'm not changing that. Here we go. And again, I could take, let me show you this real quick. So I could take this right here that I like, and now I can turn around, duplicate that. Let's move this down to the center. Let's change that image out. We got to find another image though. Let's fade that out so we could see in the background. Let's move this over here. Matter of fact, let's just change that out altogether and turn it into something else. Let's make it a little bit fatter. There you go. So now, change that out from that gray, make it black to pop a little bit more. We can take the read more out. And what do you have? A whole new pen. I think you guys get what I'm trying to show you. Don't overthink the process. You can pull down to the next one. And again, change out the text here, change out the picture here. Then I can take this picture, put it on the bottom, put this text on the top, and voila, I have a whole other pen. So when it's all said, said and done, again, same thing with this. I can just move this around. I will have, a good 20, 25 pens by the time it's done. And then all I have to do is download my pens, save them, and then upload them to the Tailwind app. So I'll go in tonight, and I'm going to finish out these pens tonight. So by, before midnight, I will end up having, and it's not just that I'm creating, say, 25 pens. It is because when I upload this pen to Tailwinds, I will be able to tell the app to put this one pen, right? So I'm going to take, say I end up with 25 pens, but I'm going to put all 25 pens into 4 different boards. So each pen is going to go into 4 boards. That's 4 pens from one image from one pen. I'm going to take one pen and I'm going to post it to 4 different boards, and it's going to automatically post like every 7 days. The system will know to post this pen to a new board. So by the time it's done posting, I created 25 pens, but it's going to post 100 pens for me. And with Tailwinds, I believe I can post, like I do, up to 10 pens every single day, up to 200 pens a month, because again, the ultimate goal is, yes, I want my pens to pop up on Google when someone does a Google search, but I also want my pens to pop up when someone searches for cool gray paint colors, Sherwin-Williams. I want my pens to pop up. And as you guys see right now, all these pens are looking mightily, they all look the same to me. So I'm about to add a little bit of flavor to these pens that are showing up on Pinterest. But again, just listen. Don't overthink it. Here's a gazillion designs. Pick one, design something similar. I'm sorry, nobody owns the rights to anything nowadays. And again, I'm not telling you to copyright someone's original pen design. What I am telling you is that some of this stuff came straight up out of Canva. So it's not anything brand new, but use it as inspiration. You got enough inside of you to figure out how to be inspired so that you can get your pens done and do what you need to do so that you can show up on Google and that you can show. I'm more interested. Listen, let me say this real quick. I am more interested in showing up here for cool gray paint colors. As you guys can see, what do you see? all these images and they're pulling these images from Pinterest. So yes, that is why I also want my pins to show up in the top feed of Pinterest, but I also want them to pop up right here, because if they pop up here and someone is searching on Google, I want it to take them, as you can see, it's taking them back to the Pinterest page. I want it to take it back to my Pinterest page so that I can get that traffic as well. But more importantly, I want them to click on an image and ultimately end up on my website. I want that organic traffic. So I hope that this was beneficial. Again, don't overthink it. There's tons of templates up here to begin with. So if I add a page and go over here and just look for some templates, like here's that, you see that read more? I'm sure I got that from there. Here's another template. Here's another template. I can do this and put in 4 different images. Again, so much of this stuff is already done for you that you really do not have to go out here and spend a ton of money trying to figure out all of this different stuff. Because again, you got Canva. You can slide some gray paint in here, change these colors out, and here's all your pins. You don't have to sit somewhere trying to figure out, oh my God, I got to create pins. Don't let this whole thought of pinning stuff overwhelm you. Take what is at your fingertips. I want to say that Canva is, I don't know, because they had a price reduction and you can do teams and some other stuff. It's $12 a month. It's the best $12 you're going to spend when it comes to creating images and things for social media and creating images for your blog. So don't overthink the process. I know I have beaten that into the ground. Do not overthink the process. Get in here, add your colors, create some pins, and go be great in the world. So thanks, guys. And again, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you check out my website. I would greatly appreciate it if you actually went to Google, go to Google, search for Cool Gray Paints. When you see Cool Gray Paints, then click on Opulence Manor so that I can get some organic traffic. How about that? But thanks again.